Morning, and last night I live streamed. I don't know if any of you tuned in that are catching this now, but I was a little disappointed. We were expecting all this snow, and it turned out we were getting some kind of weird precipitation. I think it was rain. It certainly wasn't ice or snow. I'm still a bit confused by that. But now, as you see, we have gotten plenty of snow. Now we are actually reaching the point where I'm like, okay, maybe it could stop because, I'm eventually going to have to get out there with a shovel and a broom. We'll see about the broom on the car. I don't know. That weird time where it was not quite snow. Could have left a thin layer of ice to deal with. Not real excited about that. And I don't do a ton of shoveling. I'll make sure we can get out the doors. I will make sure the car's movable. The worst part, I don't know if you live on a street and they come and plow your street and then the mixture like gets everything melded and then it refreezes right at the end of your driveway and you just end up with this like disgusting icy mess at the end of your driveway. And it's going to remain cold, so that'll be there a while. So I need to go get the end of the driveway shoveled. A little room to get out of the doors, maybe a walkway to the car, maybe clear off the car. Boom. What's up, Gavin? What's up, Mary Elizabeth? Mary Elizabeth is very cold. You're not going to go out and shovel? I thought maybe while I live stream, you would go out and shovel, Mary. Seems like something you'd be into. You got boots? You got boots? What do you guys think? Should I shovel? It is ice this time, Seth. Seth, were you the guy last night that were like, it's ice? And I'm like, nah, it's not ice. It's rain. You were like, I just meant the song. If you could catch a train with the snow. There's a pretty incredible video of a train hitting a big snowdrift. 3 inches? I don't know. Let's see. What do you think we got out there? It's kind of, I know, obviously it's tough to judge, but as you can see there on the table, we're not dealing with any drifts or anything either. I don't know. That seems like more than 3 here in Dayton. 5 to 6. Maybe more. I don't know. It's tough to say. I was thinking about making an igloo, a snowman. That's child's play. I make igloos when it gets to this level. Bergs. I'm not kidding. A little cat house. Room for at least 2 of us in there. Things are shockingly warm, too. Started one time I was just shoveling snow and I kept throwing it all in this pile. And then I started jamming the shovel into it. And then I realized, oh, you just keep shoving and digging and making a little hole. And hey-o. Oh, you're the guy that wrote the long comment about the Cleveland Browns. Okay, Seth. Well, oh yeah, sure it is. It just will take some work. I'll have to relocate some snow. I can get my ladder out, start shoveling it off the roof, get everything from the back patio, try to pick a spot where it's a little drifted up. Oh yeah, that's plenty of snow for an igloo, a cat igloo. I think there's some video evidence of my previous igloo on Mary's Instagram. I don't think I've reached that level. I'm not like a Kardashian or something where people follow my spouse. I'm surprised Trey hasn't written a song. Remember when he went through that phase? Everything like A Case of Ice and Snow was where it peaked. Winter Queen around that era. It's like there were so many songs between Trey's band and Fish that were about ice or snow or winter. I mean, you think the guy grew up and lived in the Northeast or something. Yep, you do have proof of the igloo. I see a squirrel way back there. I doubt if it's coming through on, definitely not showing up on camera, but believe it or not, there is a squirrel jumping around there in the bushes in the very back. Shocking. And they probably know the deal by now. Unless he was just born this spring or summer. He doesn't know what's going on. I do have a handful of whiteboards left over, too, if anybody's interested. I should have mentioned that off the top. Albany, nights 1 and 3. I have nights 1 and 2 from MSG that just happened. And Bethel, nights 1 and 2. I think I shot myself in the foot on Bethel. I was the one saying that, I don't know, I don't think those shows were that good. A little overrated. Turns out the only whiteboards I had left over from the summer. So if you're interested, you can email me. FZappa20YT. That's a Gmail. Or Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you can try messaging me there. FZappa20 on there, obviously. Now I'm checking out what this squirrel's up to. I didn't plan on staying in here long. I just wanted to get, I know a lot of you are probably, losing sleep on pins and needles, wondering what is the weather situation in Dayton, Ohio. F Zappa 20 was streaming last night and he claimed it was raining at 21 degrees. What is going on over there? Some people were speculating about the government fog. I wasn't. A few people in the chat might have been, though. It was a bit foggy. It's odd. One guy described it as a slivery, misty rain. I'm like, you know what? He's pretty right. The band? Not really, no. I listen to so much King Gizzard and Fish. I don't have much time for any other bands. Occasionally I do. Like a song or two. But a band like that, like some of these other bands that are that get mentioned a lot, whether if it's Goose or Dogs, any other animals, really. They just don't seem like, you just don't listen to like one Goose song or one Dogs in a Pile song or one Twiddle song, I don't even really listen to the Trey solo stuff very often. With the live Fish shows, there's just and usually on re-listening, you don't have to listen to every single song. But if it was a good run and there were some good shows, yeah, I don't know. So right now, my music listening is not very, there's not much of a variety. And Ohio State being in the college football playoffs, that sucks up a lot of my time. Thought I'd like what? I'm sorry. I must have missed something. So between college football and then the Delphi trial finally ended and all that's over. So I don't have Delphi podcasts to listen to all the time. That helps. That cleared up some time. I didn't even, other than the first few days when it came out, I didn't listen to the latest Billy Strings album that often. I haven't listened to any of the shows. I did catch the Disco Biscuits playing the Game of Thrones theme the other night. Watch that on YouTube. But I'm pretty good. When your two favorite bands have tons of live material out there and a combined like 43 albums or something, it's a lot. It'd be one thing if if my favorite bands were Def Leppard and Quiet Riot, I wouldn't have a real good excuse to only listen to Def Leppard and Quiet Riot. Could you imagine? Phil was night one, right, at Albany? I believe that was night one at Albany. And I know, Ja Volunteer, you actually asked about the Phil night whiteboard, but then I never heard from you, man. So it's cool if you changed your mind or whatever. Mary singing Jimi Hendrix. Am I like missing some comments or something? Because that one guy's comment, I didn't go. No, I probably won't go sledding, but I'm considering making an igloo. There's Professor Joe. I'm considering making an igloo. I think this is a new thing now. When Fish isn't on tour, I'm just going to live stream, talk about the weather. It's pretty cool. Try to pump some whiteboards. This is a snow pump and dump. That's on my mind just because I saw the story about the 13-year-old kid recently. Made like 30 grand in a Bitcoin pump and dump and then flipped off the camera and people got all mad at him. Yeah, I need to put on apostrophe. You're right. I did have a really nice YEM playing earlier. It was from like Providence, 1991. Just kind of randomly showed up on YouTube, and I was like, "What's this? What's this all about? You hear about this? You hear about this?" No, what Willie thinks. This was a Bitcoin situation. I know, really, really. Now, like Bitcoin has kind of taken that term, but really, a pump and dump. It used to have a totally different meaning. And if you're talking about 13-year-olds, whoa. Like, somebody call the FBI, please, or at least your local authorities. But now, I mean, I don't know what to think of the Bitcoin pump and dump. It's kind of like, well, what did you think the Hawk Tuah girl was up to? Did you think her coin was going to be the next one? Or did you think somebody was trying to rip some people off? I don't know. So I don't want to blame the victims here, but come on. The 13-year-old kid giving the double birds to the finger and the double birds to the camera in the midst of. But again, what did they think was going to happen? He was on some streaming site called Dump Fun or something. I don't know. I don't know how I ended up talking about this, but okay, we'll talk about the weather and crypto and whiteboards. Anybody interested in Albany, Bethel, or MSG night 1 and 2? Let me know. Send me an email. Let me know what you think. And don't send me those weird emails. Somebody sent me some weird email about pillow jets the other day. I was like, all right, man, enough. No. Right, Willie? And if you're doing it, it should just all be fun and games. And it went and abducted the kid's dog or something. Adults did that, not other 13-year-olds. The 13-year-old got one over on some adults and they went and took his dog. I don't know. The kid invested $350 originally. I want to know where a 13-year-old had $350 is what I want to know. I'm sitting here trying to pump a couple whiteboards, get me out of a couple jams. Worked myself into a jam doing horrible in fantasy football, Maybe if I can at least get out of one of those jams if I sold one of the Albanys. About tree fitty. About tree fitty. I wonder if that's why he invested in tree fitty. There you go. Change the view for you a little bit. What the heck was that noise? All right. But really, I guess you can kind of see some flakes there. I kind of wish it would stop now. All right, this is good. This is solid. I wanted a good, solid snowfall. This is what we got. A little early for Spud. He's still sleeping, I'm sure. Dan Z must be as well. Well, I appreciate everybody that stopped by and humored me this morning. I didn't really pay much attention to the chat. It's hard just here on the phone. The comments vanish too quickly. That's why I like to sit there at the table and also have the desktop pulled up. Well, there. Should have done that earlier. You probably could have seen the squirrel. Squirreling out. Think they'll ever play Valdez Nuts? That squirrel probably. Hey, what's up, Tom? Yeah, we got where are you at? What'd you guys get where you're at? Somebody in here earlier said they got like 3 inches. Yep. Total snow day. Anybody get off work? I don't know if are we dealing with any students here? I don't think I considered doing the igloo live, what Willie thinks. I really did, but I'd have to have my camera out there in the conditions. And I guess I could create some kind of makeshift umbrella situation, put over top of it. Heyo. 2 inches is the worst, man. It's kind of annoying. It's like if you're wearing gym shoes, your feet might get all wet. 2 inches sucks. You might as well just get nothing. Nothing. I leave the G off like every word. Noticed that the other day. I was rewatching one of my videos, and it's like, man, nothing. I never claimed to be an English major over here, obviously. You think you could pronounce a G on a word. Yeah, I can't even make a snowman. I mean, you can make a tiny snowman. Yeah, the poor Bengals left out. Oh, yeah, I bet. I do too. I miss those days. A surprise day off. Although they were starting to cancel stuff last night. That was when it was big, when you knew the night before. Not as exciting though, maybe. Maybe it was the either waking up in the morning. The best was waking up and starting to get ready and then they cancel. You're sitting there just glued, not really getting ready. You're just glued to the TV, like, come on, where is it? Where's my school? Try Village. Come on. And then every school around your school would be canceled. Be like, come on, Troy, Piqua, West Carrollton, Greenville. What the hell? I hear Mary's in there listening to me. I can hear me on the TV in the living room. What in the hell? That's pretty much what I heard. Well, let's see here. It's not going to stop. Maybe I will consider doing the igloo live. I don't know. It's a long process, though. There's breaks involved. And it's going to stay so cold, I don't even know if the neighbor's cat would come over. Oh, man, I bet. Oh, I bet you're getting absolutely blasted there. Oh, now you just get a text, boo. And in some situations, are they like, all right, we're going to remote classes today? I'd be like, whatever. I'll take my phone with me sledding or something. There's no way I would do a remote class on a day like this. I'd be like, what? Hold me back. I don't care. I'll do fourth grade over again. I'm not being deprived of snow day because Zoom exists. Bite me. Definitely got injured sledding once. I had an older brother. Him and his friend decided to use me as their test pilot. And it was a pretty nice hill, and they made a little ramp at the bottom. And I was used to test out the ramp. And I went flying through the air. It was the first time I ever had the wind knocked out of me. I don't know what I did. I landed on my back, though. I know I definitely got some air time. And then I landed on my back, no longer attached to the inner tube thing. And I was like, oh, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I mean, the very first time you get the wind knocked out of you, it's kind of scary. And then it's happened to me a few times since then, and I react the same exact way. I'm like, oh, I can't breathe. I'm tired. I can't breathe. So yeah, the that is not the. Sometimes when you have an older brother, you got to be the. He broke my wrist one time, not intentionally or anything. He wasn't mean spirited or evil like that. But again, just another test. Like, hey, let me see if I can do this thing. Kevin, come here. You're small enough. And yeah, it worked. He launched me right into a wall, arm first, broke my wrist. Then he tried to cover it up. The cover up was the worst. He tried to cover it up and like rush me away so my dad wouldn't know. And my dad, being a typical dad, he was just off in his own world, kind of casually making sure we were all still around or whatever, but not paying that close of attention. And then several hours later, my mom came home. And within like 2 seconds of seeing me, she knew something was seriously wrong and went to the emergency room and had a broken wrist. Thanks a lot. Oh, we got another squirrel out there. See him? Damn, he's hustling. Oh, we got two of them. Nice. Squirrel party. Uh-oh. Saw some snowfall over there. Oh, now he's climbing up. Oh, this is where one about got juiced. I think one got electrocuted climbing up that pole one day. What the? Oh, okay. We're back. Just turned my phone off. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Global warming? Christy Alley? Val Kilmer? All right, we are almost at 20 minutes. I'd say I have said all I need to say about the snow and the whiteboards and pump and dumps and Definitely threw my older brother under the bus a couple of times. Good luck if you have to get out today and your work or school is not canceled. And if you didn't get any of this and you live somewhere where it's just a normal day, well, you don't get to make an igloo. You don't get to play with Stuart Copeland. I get to play with Stuart Copeland. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Bravo, bravo. I know, last night I was so disappointed. Ski Ohio, Surf Ohio. You guys ever surfed Lake Erie? It's a thing. People surf Lake Erie. Problem is, I think you have to do it on a day like this time of year. Gettysburg, PA. Boom, what's up, Mike? You a big Civil War guy? Are you like obligated to be a Civil War guy if you're from a town like that? Is that a rule? All right, guys, boom, we're out of here. You don't do reenactments, man? CWRs? What's up? You're not into CWRs? All right, I'm out of here. You're not Amish, are you? No, certainly not. Not with a name like Mike's Groovin'. Hell nah. Boom. All right, guys. Boom. You got enough of them, right? I bet. I just imagine people walking around town. Like, you don't want to know what kind of people walk around my town, but I imagine a town like that, maybe a Lancaster. Sometimes they get stuck in character and they like go to the grocery store and they're still like a Civil War reenactor. They never get out of character. It's amazing. Oh, yeah. See? Yeah. I love it. All right, guys. Boom. We're out of here. That's awesome. That's amazing. Boom. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck with your snow ventures. And possibly, if I get feeling real frisky, I shouldn't say frisky around the cats. King of Prussia chiming in. Cars, trucks, and buses not allowed. All right, I'm out of here. I don't have any more thoughts. Thoughts and igloos. Igloos unite. It's a case of ice and snow. Now that's a bad Trey song. If you don't know it, look it up on a day like this. It's right here on YouTube, I'm sure. Trey Anastasio, aka Trey Antipasta. All right, guys. Boom. Love you. I'm out of here.